Hi, I'm Xiaojie. I'm a psychotherapist and also the director of CandleX. It's very exciting that some Chinese companies are now including therapy as an employee benefit. In recent years, I've seen both Chinese and foreign invested companies exploring different approaches to make this happen. One approach I've seen is that they hire on-site therapists. Sounds great, right? It's convenient and always available. But in reality, some companies who have tried this have seen, unfortunately, disappointing results. This is what I have observed. Most companies in China that are new to workplace mental health, which is majority, I've seen that on-site counseling services or therapy services are not even half utilized. As an employer, you might just be paying counselors or therapists to sit there in the therapy room by themselves. Even when occasionally some employees do sign up, most of them don't seem to return to therapy. Here are the reasons. There are limitations on having on-site counselors only during the work office hours. Mostly it's because of the long-standing culture's effect on people's views on mental health. In workplaces, mental health has been provided for a long time, and there are many expats in the workplaces like international schools or embassies in China. It could be a different story because mental health there is less of a taboo. But let's come back to what happens in most Chinese workplaces. First of all, accessing therapy can be a problem. The therapy room is guarded by shame for those who probably need it the most. Employees do not want to be seen walking into the therapy room. It's 2023 and I still hear this a lot, surprisingly from people of the next generation from me. And then they still think that going to see a therapist indicates that they are mentally ill. Plus, employees are usually quite busy at work. They can't take time off during office hours if they want to leave the office on time. So in the end, companies hire therapists to come in during the working office hours, but they end up treating 1 or 2 clients a day, and sometimes no clients at all for the therapists. Secondly, the outcome of the therapy can be greatly affected when it takes place in the employee's workplace. During office hours, it's hard to prepare mentally for therapy and recover afterwards. Therapy is more than just talking. It involves going into some places deep within that might be vulnerable in some cases. Employees cannot open up because they might have to go to a meeting next, or they may hear the colleagues' footsteps outside the office and they don't feel safe disclosing their most private matters in that room. So all of these compromise the growth that we could normally see and we expect to see in the therapy process. If hiring on-site therapists is not the ideal path, what can you do instead as an employer? There are many counseling services and counseling centers and services available in China right now. So many that it's actually quite chaotic for us to navigate which service to buy, the pros and cons, and how do you choose. And if you want to know more information about choosing the right counseling service provider from so many options, do feel free to get in touch with me at my email address right here.